Good morning, MOOC friends. My name is Henry Timms and I am the Executive Director of the 92nd Street Y. And I've also been leading the team bringing together Giving Tuesday. So you all know about Cyber Monday, you know about Black Friday, you now know too about Giving Tuesday. So after Black Friday and Cyber Monday, we thought after 2 days that are really about getting, what about a day that is really about giving? A day where people, just as the retail world comes together to make Black Friday happen or make Cyber Monday happen, could we get the philanthropic world to come together to create Giving Tuesday? And our thinking from the start was, could we give a really good kickoff to the giving season? And I'm going to talk to you this morning about some of the things we've learned over the last 2 years. Giving Tuesday is a very new project. It's not even 2 years old yet, and it's been an experiment, and it's worked beyond what any of us were really hoping it could. We now have over 10,000 partners, from big businesses through to small town vendors and shops and stores, to people all over the world who are launching Giving Tuesday campaigns on December the 2nd this year. And we've seen some good results too. So a lot of different data points have shown that on Giving Tuesday, online giving has grown significantly across the US and beyond. And we've heard from lots of organizations who have used Giving Tuesday to find new ways of connecting with their donors. But what we've really learned from Giving Tuesday is, I think, three big lessons. The first, and I think this is a lesson for all of us in the philanthropic space, and especially for non-profits, is a different way of thinking about the world. So we are all used to thinking about the world as content creators. So we create our donor ask, we create our brochure, we create our gala, we create content and people respond to that content. Giving Tuesday is based on a different idea, which is not us thinking about ourselves as content creators, but us thinking about ourselves as context creators, right? So how do we create a shared space where a lot of people can come together with some shared values? So that's what Giving Tuesday was trying to do. It never said, here are the 15 things you have to do on Giving Tuesday. In fact, what we saw was a lot of people taking the idea, the meme of hashtag Giving Tuesday, and turning it into something that was all about them. I'll give you an example. The organization Dress for Success, which is an organization that helps women get outfits to get them for job interviews and to help support them as they move back into the workforce. They turned Giving Tuesday into hashtag Giving Shoes Day. Now, in the old power world, we'd be very upset about this and we'd say, isn't this dreadful? And we ought to call our lawyers. But of course, what's interesting about this is the shared space that Giving Tuesday created allowed them to turn it into something that mattered for their organization. Another example we saw was in Baltimore, where the whole city took the idea of Giving Tuesday, turned it into something else, which they called Be More Gives More, and brought the whole city together, and as a city raised $5.4 million for local non-profits. Again, what they did in Baltimore, what Dress for Success did, what lots of organizations did, was came together within a shared context of what Giving Tuesday was trying to do. The second thing I think we've really seen coming alive, and Baltimore is a good example, is the power of collaboration. One of the big challenges we face across society, but it's certainly true of the non-profit sector, is we kind of default to this rampant individualism, right? So it's about me and my organization and the things I care about and my terms and my issues and my annual dinner and the speech I'm going to make. It becomes very focused on individuals. It becomes less focused on kind of bigger, broader philanthropic ideas and collaborations. And what we've seen with Giving Tuesday, and actually I think we're seeing it more widely in the philanthropic sector right now, is people coming together with more of a movement mindset, where they're simply not saying, here's my issue and I want to do it in my way, but they're learning to work well with other people in the same space. So Be More Give Some More, the Baltimore example was a good example here, but I'll give you another we saw from Giving Tuesday, which really stood out for me. There was a group of people in northeast Pennsylvania. They brought together Bucks County to bring the county together to support local nonprofits around Giving Tuesday, right? So this wasn't lots of different organizations fighting against each other. It was lots of organizations coming together to tell one story about local giving. So that was a pretty extraordinary thing in itself. Where it became more extraordinary was a tweet I saw a couple of weeks ago, where the people who had made Bucks County happen were tweeting at people in northeast England, in Newcastle, who were about to set up their own Giving Tuesday campaign, saying, can we help you? We've had lots of good ideas. Is there anything we can do to help? So it's this amazing idea that the group in Bucks County weren't just collaborating locally in an interesting way, they were also being prepared to collaborate globally to help bring them together around philanthropy. Third big lesson from Giving Tuesday. which I think is an important one and one which took some getting used to, is to embrace the unexpected. It is to actually accept that when you're thinking about a kind of movement mentality, when you're trying to grow things beyond one organization and actually get to some kind of scale, one of the things that you can't do, which you can do if you're running your own project, is kind of lay out what's going to happen when in a timeline. You can't say on December the 3rd this is going to happen, on the 6th this is going to happen, because one of the issues about movements is that they move, they do things. So as we worked on Giving Tuesday, one example was we had a mayor lined up to be the first mayor in the nation to declare it Giving Tuesday. And so we were excited about this, and we'd written our press release, and it was going to be a good story for all of us that this was going to be the first mayor to declare it Giving Tuesday. And at 3 o'clock, the day before our press release was going to go live announcing this tremendous news, via social media, we saw a mayor in Batesville, Arkansas, had declared it Giving Tuesday. So our well-written and well-thought-through press strategy went out the window, but for the best reason, which was the movement itself had started to go in a direction which was not where we were planning. That's a very interesting thing that we're beginning to learn more about, and I think for all of us in the philanthropic space, our capacity to kind of embrace the unexpected, to work out what to do with these moments, is going to be a really interesting challenge going ahead. What that all sums up into, in my mind, is this is a time for experiment. As a sector, as an industry, we're seeing everything being disrupted, we're seeing everything changing. It's the right time for people to be experimenting and thinking deeply about how we can grow the coalition of those on the side of the angels a little bigger and a little deeper. And that's a big, big idea, and I hope Giving Tuesday can be a small, small part. Good luck with your course. I'm pleased to play a part.